Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude. Welcome back to Steve on Sunday. My name, of course, is Steve. Today is, of course, Sunday, and this is kind of my weekly vlog spot where I just talk about things that happen in my life specifically and things that will be happening in my life going forward. This is kind of the weekly update of my life, and we're doing it over some Call of Duty because Call of Duty gets views. I mean, also, it's a really fun game. I'm playing a lot of it. I've streamed it 2 nights this week already, and I will continue to stream it. So if you guys do me a favor, and a couple things, if you want to answer the question of the day that was on the screen in the beginning of the video, please do that. I love comments, and the end of my videos will feature kind of the my favorite comment of the comment of the day, or if there's some good ones, my favorite comments. So if you want to go and do that, and of course, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video. The likes help the channel grow. So let's just kind of start talking about stuff. Let's talk about Nimble Nimbus. Nimble Nimbus is a mobile game that I have been in development for the past couple months. And I'm getting to a point now where I'm sort of almost ready to release the beta. So what I originally wanted to do was have, let me back up a little bit. My plan for the whole game is to have a Mario World style kind of overworld map where you have like World 1-1 and that's got some enemies, you shoot them at them, and then you can collect items and whatnot, and then you beat that level, you beat the boss, the mini boss at that level, you go to World 1, 2, and then the final level of each world will have like a big super boss, and then you go on to World 2-1, and each world has a different kind of theme and different kind of enemies. So I wanted to come out with a beta for the game with a beta stage, a beta level with a boss and a mini boss. But that's you get that guy. But the more I've been playing it, kind of the less motivated I have been to finish it, because I'm not very good graphically, and I don't have enough money to pay people to do graphics at the rate that I want them, or at the quality that I want them. So I have been kind of demotivated because developing it has been a pain, because I've been looking at what I need to get done, and I've been not wanting to do it because I know that it's gonna look like shit if I do it. So, but I kind of after talking to some friends, I have a little Discord for the game. Okay, we're in a fucking little RC car race. I've decided to pretty much do the beta is gonna be an infinite shooter. The final game will probably not be an infinite shooter in the slightest, but the beta will be an infinite shooter, and then I'll feature maybe 4 or 5 different enemies, as well as a mini boss enemy that'll spawn every X amount of points. And if I get creative enough, it'll have a super boss at the end of it, but I might just have that be something separate. The reason is, and I got this great idea from you know what? Fuck it, Brendan. If you're watching this, we're friends, Brendan. We're friends, okay? We're friends now. My friend Brandon, and he's also a mobile developer. He's way better than I am. He's been an absolute treat to talk to and help me through all my development issues, and he's like pretty much taught me how to do like non-SQL storage, which he'll be helping me more about that in the future. He doesn't know that yet, but he will be. And he told me that the more often you release things, the more you see people using what you've released and getting feedback, the more motivated you'll be. And I think that's my problem. My problem is I spend, a couple hours a week on the game. I get to a point where I'm happy with a change. I tweet out the change, and that's kind of it. There's not a lot more interaction, right? Which makes sense. This is a small change that I made in the game. I don't expect people to go crazy over things that, if it looks like it only took me 2 minutes to make, but it actually took me 6 hours to make, the people looking at it aren't going to care about the time it took to make it, So I'm going to come out with the infinite shooter because I want people to be able to be playing it, and I want them to be able to give their feedback, and I want the fact that it's an infinite shooter means that I can host like kind of leaderboards, so I can sort of challenge people to get a higher score and to go farther. So the way the scoring works in the game right now is that enemies have a base amount of points, and the longer they're on the screen, the less amount of points they give you. So there'll be that. I'll make some sort of a leaderboard somehow, as well as people can see their high scores and stuff. But it'll pretty much be, it'll be an infinite shooter, right? It'll have 4 or 5 small enemies with a mini boss enemy that spawns every now and again and gives a lot of points. And it has 2 basic weapons, a water weapon and an electric weapon, and then there's the common enemy can drop like a fire drop, and if you get that, based on the weapon you have, whether it's the water or the electric, you have like a supercharged weapon for a certain amount of time. There's a health item as well to give you more health, and I'm sure I'll come up with a few more items along the way, a few more smaller things along the way. But right now, So I have a focused goal now. Things I also need. So for any of you graphic people out there, I also need a background that I can have an infinite background that is repeating. The one I have now, Lynn, you did a great job. It's way better than anything I can do. But I know you don't like doing backgrounds, so I'm not gonna, I'm not going to pressure you to make it. But you can tell that I wasn't very clear when I said I wanted to be infinite scroller. So there's a defined break. But I kind of want to be infinite scrolling. And I'm getting, actually, Brandon's also helping me out with doing some GUI stuff so the game looks a lot better. Graphics in this day and age are very important. But I think also if I, publish this project as this is my passion project, my first real foray into mobile development, I think it'll be much more well received than if I go, all right, this is my game company and this is my product. Because it's objectively not going to be very good. Compared to professional games out there. It might be a fun game. It might look something might look kind of cool, but I really have to work on making the features of the game kind of the big powerhouse of it, because I know my graphics aren't going to be up to par with professional studios. So I have to really kind of be innovative in how I go about it, and then I need to look as good as possible. So I need the GUI elements to work, but I also need to have features and whatnot that other games might not have. So that's the programming challenge for me, is how to do these different things, how to make these different features. And pretty much make it replayable and make it fun. And if there's pretty much two small weapons, and then two power-up weapons. Eventually, I want to have more base weapons, and then more power-up drops. So give me more power-up weapons, and I want to have different characters you can be, and you can attach different items to your characters to make them look. I don't know how I can kill that guy. Different skins to your characters, different items to make them do different things, different worlds, different stuff like that. But for now, because my entire goal about doing mobile development was I want to make a monster RPG tower defense game, and this top-down shooter was supposed to be like a little 2-month project that just kind of got me into mobile development. But now that I'm into it, obviously, as everyone has probably said, it's a lot harder than it looks. But at the same time, it's not. It's just I think the actual development part is hard. In kind of the idea phase, because implementing those ideas into reality, I think, is the hard part. Because right now, I could make the basis of a very, very basic tower defense game in probably an hour and a half. I can make a tower you put down. I can make an enemy spawn off screen that can follow a pathway, and if it goes by a tower, the tower starts shooting at it until it's destroyed. So I can do that in like an hour and a half, and then it's making it, it's making the world, it's making everything about it. And that's, I think, where the challenge is. But that has been this Steve on Sunday, a little shorter than usual. I want to save some of my Call of Duty videos for actual standalone Call of Duty commentaries. I still retain that part of YouTube. It's been old school stuff, but I enjoy doing it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and stay tuned for the post-video graphic that has the question of the day and some funky music. I'll see you guys next time. Good night.